Alright, so last night we got the second batch of 3 episodes for Andor, so let's talk about it. I'm Thomas, and let's just dive right into this. So, picking back up with Bix and Andor, we see that they're at one of Luthen's safe houses on Coruscant, and Bix still has PTSD about what Dr. Gorse did to her. So, her PTSD symptoms are really hitting her hard, and we see that she kind of starts falling into more of a pit as the episodes go on, relying on this drug to, quote, fall asleep, but then we see that she's becoming addicted to it. Now, this arc for me is the fall of Gorman, and we see that Cyril is actually on Gorman as he got promoted, but it's kind of a double agent, being that he's also working for the ISB. And we see that they're trying to figure out their own rebellion. But as we see in the next episode, are they even ready for it yet? This episode for me was a little slow, but we see that Bix and Cassian's relationship is even growing. And then we jump to Woman, who has now been sucked into Saw Gerrera's group to kind of work on this energy siphoning. Seriously. In this episode, Andor goes completely in disguise as Varian Sky, a fashion designer. And it's just great to see Diego Luna playing a different type of spy here, but also his goal is to assess if Gorman's ready to start rebelling. And it's kind of an interesting thing seeing him kind of hold on to some humanity, knowing what he did to save Bix in the last episode. Now, Luthen is such a devious character. We see that he's willing to sacrifice anybody, and in this case, we see how he also looks at Bix as a possible impediment to what Andor needs to do, but also, is he willing to even sacrifice her to get Cassian to be more a part of the cause? He's well written. Now, even though Cyril has taken a lower position in his mom's eyes, he's really kind of also working as a double agent for the ISB, and they're kind of just using him too. At least that's my take on it. Episode 5 ends with seeing Saw Gerrera sacrifice another person as well, showing that he'll do anything to also justify his own means, and that how Willman is now sucked into his group. In the big conclusion to this arc, because Cassian won't give up kind of some humanity, not sacrificing Gorman, we see as a backup plan that Luthen has sent Vel as a backup plan because Cassian won't go there where he needs to go, and Cinta is there, and this kind of catches us up on their relationship, but also sets the plans for this big heist in this episode. We see that they still have feelings for each other, but man, it's just so well written and it's complicated. Through this arc, we've also seen that Mon Mothma is working behind the scenes to help Gorman, and it's just not really going well, but it all ends up at this party that Luthen's at, her husband, and a bunch of ISB officers. In another surprise and just a tense scene all around, we see that Ben Mendelsohn as Krennic is back, and gosh, the dialogue here is just so on point. Meanwhile, Clay is playing her own game, trying to bug the conversation, and this also adds some tension because she's doing it right behind all of these ISB agents and kind of putting Lonnie at risk as well. And the fact that she does it using this key that she can't get out, oh man, it is such a masterclass in tension. This episode then ends with Cassian and Bix getting her revenge, and it was just a really well done arc overall. Now, while I did like all these episodes, there was just a lot in there. It was very dense. So it was a little slow at some parts, but you're getting these amazing character moments. I think this is still peak Star Wars. I'm absolutely loving it, but it is, something that you should probably take your time through. It's tough to kind of watch all of it in one night and soak it in. What did you think about these 3 episodes? And was there anything that you noticed that I didn't talk about? Please drop it in the comments. And thank you for staying tuned here at Nerd Initiative. All right, aloha.